Gratitude makes for a great attitude. I love that. And it's so true. When we're being grateful, when we're thinking of what we're grateful for, it tends to put us in a good place in our head. So yesterday I did a Facebook Live video and shared a story that I had with a gentleman that was in need of help at a gas station. And then it just kind of triggered me in getting in my feels, and got a little emotional sharing my story of having some people that were close to me that I thought of as family that turned their backs on me. And it was, I don't know, it got me feeling down. And as much as I try to pump everyone up and be such a positive light for everyone, sometimes I need that back. And so I did that video, and I was vulnerable, and I just shared that I needed some prayers for some strength, and just where I was at my head and my heart at that moment. And I had an overwhelming amount of love that was shared back, from people sending loving comments to messages to even some people that had called just to check on me. It was really nice. And later in the night, last night, I watched this pastor speak, and I realized something last night. I've prayed a lot over the years for wisdom and strength specifically. And sometimes I've asked myself, why have I struggled so much in life, especially when I've had great success? And then it dawned on me, well, if I'm praying for all this strength and wisdom, how do I think God's teaching that to me? He's put me in these places to go through a lot of things I've had to struggle in order to understand myself, in order to see myself, in order to really learn about myself. I've had to get into some of these places in my life. Not only that, to be empathetic to other people, I've had to experience a lot of the things that I've had to experience, such as struggles, to truly understand what other people go through and how I can best be there for others. So I realized that success is often defined by a financial number. And I realized last night that I'm so successful in the amount of experience and wisdom that I have. And sometimes when we are transforming our life, we're doing really good, we're going to have some people that we care about that are going to be negative towards us. Sometimes there's people that you want to share your excitement with, and for whatever reason, the more excited you are and happier you are, it seems that the more that they want to bring you down. It's, to me, one of the most strangest phenomenons that there is. And someone's excited, it tends to lift me up. So I prayed for wisdom, and God put me through a lot of life adventures and even struggles to fully appreciate what it is that life really has to offer, and provided me a great understanding of it, and allowed me to see myself. It's like I look in that mirror and there I am, and all my emotions. So yes, and strength, wisdom and strength. There's times I feel weak. Sometimes when I'm in my feels and I'm trying so hard, I feel like I'm doing all these good things, and there's someone out there that wants to find the things that I'm not necessarily doing great at. They want to find and poke at my weaknesses, rather than these many great things that I'm doing in my life. Someone always wants to find something wrong. I don't necessarily always feel like I'm so strong, because there's moments where I don't feel that way. But it seems that when I keep going through these kind of experiences, this is a reoccurring thing because I haven't really figured out how exactly to be the duck and not allow other people to affect my emotions and my state of being. So I think that's something that I'm currently gaining this strength and wisdom on, is understanding that people are going to do that. And unfortunately, it will be people that you love that will try and bring you down. And when you can take that wisdom to know that that's going to happen and you have no control over that, but you do have control over yourself, and you can become a stronger person once you can get through one of those experiences of someone being such a naysayer or a hater, and to not let that affect you. Man, what great strength. So, I've prayed for wisdom and strength, and I will continue to do so. And I'm much more open to what my journey looks like. You know, people always say that you know, it's on God's time, it's not always on ours, and you know, we will ultimately, you know, God will lay out things in our life to the way that He wants rather than what it is that we want. And so I feel like I'm much more accepting now of what that success looks like for God in my life. And I think for me, success is being positive and being a light and having connections with people, being honest with myself, being honest with others, and just being loving. If I'm doing those things, I'm successful. And I'm grateful. Because if we're grateful, it helps us to have a good attitude. So I think that's about it. Gratitude makes for a great attitude, and I'm grateful for all the lessons that I've learned. I'm grateful for the wisdom and strength that comes with all that. And this journey's not over, and I'm excited whether it's an up or a down or somewhere in between. You know, this recent pastor has been praying over me, and he feels that God is ready to allow some great things in my life, whatever that looks like. I'm ready to receive it, and just continue sharing that love. Gratitude makes for a great attitude. Cheers.